Hello, the very warm welcome to you. This is World Business Report with me, Alice Baxter. In just a minute, we'll have more on the growing business opportunities in the northern Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. But first this hour, we start with one of the biggest economic problems currently facing the world, and one whose knock-on effects will be felt for decades to come. Young people are 3 times more likely to be out of work than older adults. The global financial crisis hit the young particularly hard, pushing youth unemployment to record levels. Well, 8 years on, and there are signs that the problem is slowly stabilizing. Let's just take a look at the numbers involved here, because according to the International Labour Organization, last year, 73.3 million people under the age of 24 were out of work. That's 3.3 million less than we saw in the peak of the crisis back in 2009. But the ILO warns, as well as the millions unable to find their first job, millions more are working for little or even no pay. Imogen Fawkes reports now from Geneva.
Around the world today, 73.3 million young people can't find a job. A staggering figure, but still 3 million less than the 2009 peak. So is this good news? Not necessarily.
Unemployment is at 13% of the youth labor force. If we add to that the number of young persons who are in working poverty, this is the number of young people who are working yet still living with their families below $2 a day, then we're talking about 43% of the youth labor force, which is certainly not good news.
Eurozone countries were hit especially hard by the economic downturn, and in 2/3 of EU member states, at least 20% of young people still can't find a job. Many are choosing to work for little or no pay, in the hope that an internship will finally lead to a real career with a real salary.
Internships is a very worrisome trend because it is increasing, and it's increasing in a way that is not necessarily leading to the next step, which is meant to be the more permanent position. Rather, what we see is young persons are taking internships and then taking another internship indefinitely.
There is no quick fix to this problem, the ILO says, and short-term, headline-catching youth schemes won't put young people back to work. Only long-term investment in education and training will create real jobs. And just in case today's slight improvement causes complacency, the ILO warns next year youth unemployment looks set to rise again. Imogen Fawkes, BBC News, Geneva.